Hello student of class 11th, again we are here with a new video, and in this video we are going to discuss about the few numericals which is based on the friction. So let us start. In this question there are two blocks, one block is on the ground and other block is on this block. Let the name of this block is B and this block is A. The block A is tied with the rope with the wall. This is the wall and the block is tied with this wall, and the force is applied on the block B in this direction. So the question is, a block A with mass M, the mass of this block is 100 gram, mass of this block is 100 kilogram, this is 100 kilogram. It is resting on the other block and the mass of this block is 200 kilogram. This is of 200 kilogram, and in this figure it is shown that the block A is tied with the wall. Now the coefficient of friction between A and B, if I write here mu AB, the friction coefficient between A and B is given 0.2. It is 0.2, and the coefficient of friction between ground and B, that is mu BG, is 0.3. It is given in the question. Now the question is, what is the minimum required force? What is the minimum required force to start the body? Which body? Body B. What is the minimum force? Minimum force required to start moving B. What is the minimum force to start B? Now how can we find? If you see, if the block is moving in this direction, then there is a friction force between ground and the block. This is F and this is known as F. If I give the name FBG, means related to ground, there is a force of friction in this direction, and when this block is moving in this direction and this block will try to resist this block motion, so it will apply also the friction force in this direction, and that will be FAB. I am giving the name FAB. So this applied force is equal to these two forces. So whatever the frictional force, there are two frictional force will work on block B. On this block B, the two frictional force will work, and that is equal to F, the frictional force from A to B, and the other is BG. So how can you find the value of these two forces? The friction force AB is now mu AB mg and plus mu BG and mg, MB, it is MA, and this is G. Now this is the total friction force. So if you solve this, it will be, here we can write mu BG MB, because there are two blocks are there, no? So it will be MB plus MA, and the G is common outside. So this is the total force. Now put the value here. Mu AB is 0.2, so it will be 0.2. Mass of A is 100 kilogram. The value of G is 10 plus mu BG is given. Mu BG is 0.3, and the mass of block B is 200. Mass of block A is 100, and the value of G is 10. So when you solve all this, it will be 200. It will be 200 plus 300, and it will be 900. So the total force will be 1100 Newton. So this is the required minimum force. So this is the required minimum force. If I draw the FBD for this, if you draw the FBD here, means free body diagram. So this is the block A, this is the block B, and this is on the ground. So this is ground. So this FAB, this is FAB, and this is FBG, and this is F. So this is the free body diagram for this. So this is the minimum required force which makes the body B to move. Now the next is advantages and disadvantages of friction. What are the advantages and what are the disadvantages? Advantages and disadvantages. Advantages and disadvantages of the friction. So first we will discuss what is advantage. So advantage of friction is walking is possible due to friction. Two bodies stick together due to friction. The cycle brakes or the brakes in vehicle also occurs or works due to friction. I am writing on this page only due to friction. The transfer of motion from one part of machine to other is through the belt. Suppose that there is a two wheel and we had make a belt on that wheel and we are moving only one wheel, the second also moving with the same, that is also due to friction, because the belt which is on the wheel, they provide friction and both the wheel moves with each other. So this is a transfer of motion from one part of the machine to the other part by the belt is also possible by the friction. Now what are disadvantages? Disadvantages are also there, means advantage is there and disadvantage. So what is disadvantage? Disadvantage of friction is that the friction always opposes the motion. Friction always opposes the relative motion between two bodies in contact. So extra energy also required to overcoming the friction, and this reduces the efficiency of machine. Means efficiency of machine can be is reduced due to friction, because when the two bodies move on each other, there is some relative motion, and one body also opposes the motion of the other body. So extra energy is required to make the motion continue. So this is also the way that why the machine are reducing in their efficiency. Friction also causes wear and tear, means when the two bodies are slipping on each other, they are moving on each other, so there is some heat generated there. So there is wear and tear, means the upper layer of the body is going to damage. Some part of machine which is in the contact also get reduced after certain uses of time. So there is a lifetime, there reduces during the lifetime whenever the two parts are rub on each other. Friction force also result in the production of heat, which causes damage to the machinery. If you see the very simple example in your daily life, when you go to buy your slipper, when you go to buy your shoes, or when you go to buy the cycle tire or motorcycle tire, when they are new, you see that there are certain grooves on that. There is some roughness on the tire, on the slipper, on the sole of the shoes. But when you use continuously, when you are wearing and then you are walking on the ground, running on the ground, and as you riding your cycle, you are moving your bicycle or motorbike on the road. So after using continuous, after few months or few years, if you see that the tire is now going to be smooth on the upper side. So this is also the example when we see that the friction causes damage of the upper layer of the machinery parts or the part which is in the continuous friction. So disadvantages, they causes wear and tear, they produces heat. And advantages, without friction walking is not possible, two bodies cannot stick, brake cannot work on the cycle, riding is not possible without friction. So these are the advantages also. Now how can you reduce the friction? We can reduce the friction by polishing. By polishing the substance we can reduce the friction. by using lubricant, as we put oil in the machinery part, by using lubricant, by proper selection of material, by making the shape of the body streamlined, and using ball bearing in the moving part, as in your cycle or as in your fan there is a ball bearings. So we can increase the friction by throwing some on sand on the slippery ground. Sometimes you see that the ground is slippery due to some oil or due to some ice which is on the ground. So there they throw some sand or anything which make the friction increase. So in the manufacturing of tires, the synthetic rubber is preferred because its coefficient of friction is with the road is larger. So we use a synthetic tire which is made of rubber, synthetic rubber, and they have more coefficient of friction with the road. So that's why we are using the synthetic tire. Now the next topic is angle of friction. What is angle of friction? Angle of friction. Angle of friction. It is also known as friction. It is also known as angle of repose. Angle of repose. So what is angle of friction? Suppose that this is an inclined plane, which is some angle from the ground or from the horizontal level. There is some inclination and you have put one body here. Now if you start increasing this angle, after increasing certain angle, the body starts slipping downward. The body starts slipping. So the angle of friction is defined as the angle which the resultant of limiting friction and normal reaction makes with the normal reaction. So this is also called angle of repose. So when the body start moving at a certain angle of inclination, this is called angle of repose. Now, how can you find this angle of friction? Now what is angle of friction? Angle of friction. So angle of friction is, suppose there is a block on the floor or any other surface and its weight is downward mg and the normal reaction is r, and r is equal to mg, and some force is applied in this direction. So the friction is in this direction, and the resultant of these two is, if you use the law of parallelogram, so this is the angle theta here. So the definition of angle of friction is angle which the resultant of limiting friction means as the body starts to move, body बिल्कुल चलना शुरू हो जाए, वहाँ तक का जो फ्रिक्शन है उसको बोलते हैं लिमिटिंग फ्रिक्शन. सो द एंगल विच द रिजल्टेंट ऑफ लिमिटिंग फ्रिक्शन and normal reaction makes with normal reaction is known as angle of friction. So if you see from here, this is the normal reaction and this is the resultant of limiting friction is normal reaction, and the angle between the normal reaction and the resultant is theta. So this is known as angle of friction. So by definition, what we can say that tan theta is, this is f, this is f, this is f, this is s, and this is r. So tan theta is equal to f by r. F by r. This is f and this is r. P upon b. This is perpendicular f and this is base r. So tan theta is equal to perpendicular upon base that is F by R, और since हमको पता है कि F by R और mg, F by mg is called mu, so tan theta is equal to mu, or theta is equal to tan inverse mu. This is the angle of friction. So coefficient of friction is equal to tangent of angle of friction. So from here it is clear that coefficient of friction is equal to tangent of angle of friction. So this is the angle of friction. Tan theta is equal to mu. The next is angle of repose. Next is angle of repose. Angle of repose. So when there is an inclination, suppose the body is on an inclined plane and the incline is theta degree from the horizontal, and there is a block here. यहाँ पे कोई block है, and the weight of this block which is acting downward, that is force of weight, or we can say the force of gravity, right, which is acting on this block. This is mg, and if you resolve this into two components, so this will be theta, so this is also theta, so this will be mg. Now we can take it alpha because we had taken angle of friction theta, so we will be making confused, so we can take alpha. So mg cos alpha and mg sin alpha, and this is normal reaction R. This is normal reaction R, and this is the force. When the body is just starts to move, when the body is on the incline, suppose the body is not moving here, it is just, if you make a small angle increase, the body will start moving. So these are the forces which is acting on this body. So we can say the angle of repose is defined as the angle of inclined plane with the horizontal, such that the body placed on it just begin to slide. So angle of repose is angle of inclined plane with horizontal. इंक्लाइंड प्लेन से जो एंगल बना रहा है, यानी कि हॉरिजॉन्टल से जो एंगल बन रहा है, दैट इज कॉल्ड एंगल ऑफ इंक्लाइंड प्लेन विद द हॉरिजॉन्टल, such that a body placed on it is just begin to slide, and here alpha is the angle of repose. This is angle of repose. So from here, if you see, in limiting condition, when the body is not sliding, it is just to slide. So in limiting condition, what we are seeing here, in limiting condition we are seeing that this F is equal to mg sin alpha. So F is equal to mg sin alpha, and R is equal to mg cos alpha, So if you divide this, it will become, this is equation number 1, this is equation number 2. So 1 divided by 2, or we can write 1 divided by 2. So it will be F by R is equal to, if you cancel this mg, it will be F by R is known as mu also, and it is equal to sin upon cos tan alpha also, because F by R is mu and it is equal to tan alpha. So we can write that, we can write here also that tan theta is equal to tan alpha, theta is equal to tan alpha, and it is equal to mu is equal to tan theta and it is equal to tan alpha. So we can write that alpha is equal to theta. Alpha is equal to theta means angle of repose. Angle of repose is equal to angle of friction. Angle of repose is equal to angle of friction. And as I am discussing in the few time before, that this is angle of friction, and here we prove that angle of friction is equal to angle of repose. So this is the angle from the surface. This is known as angle of friction. But when we talk about angle of repose, so this is angle of repose, and here we prove that angle of repose is equal to angle of friction. So one question is asked sometime that prove that or derive that angle of friction is equal to angle of repose. So you can derive from here. So there is one question. One question is there that a body of 5 kg, M is given 5 kg, a body of mass 5 kg weight, 5 kg weight. It is kept on a rough inclined plane. It is kept on a rough inclined plane which is making 30 degree, and it is just starts sliding. Means a body of 5 kg weight kept on a rough inclined plane of angle 30 degrees starts sliding with constant velocity. The mass of this is 5 kg. Starts sliding with a constant velocity, and the coefficient of friction you have to find here. What is the coefficient of friction? And the value of G is given 10 meter per second square. So you have to find the coefficient of friction, and we know very well, as we have seen in the few time before, that we have proved the angle of repose, and angle of repose is equal to mu is equal to tan theta. So we can say that mu is coefficient of friction and it is equal to tan theta, because the angle of friction and angle of repose are the same thing. So mu is equal to tan theta, and theta is here 30 degree. So mu is equal to tan 30. So mu is equal to 1 by root 3. So this is the coefficient of friction, 1 by root 3. So this I had given you just to use when you are solving the numerical, that what is the meaning of this statement, how can we find the angle of repose and how can we find the angle of friction. So what we had discussed in this video, we had discussed about angle of repose, we had discussed about angle of friction, and we had solved one numericals also on the basis of this. So in this video we are going to end here, solve this numerical, solve the examples also from NCERT, and if you have any problem then you discuss on the group, send any problem on my personal WhatsApp. Till then, thank you, have a nice day.